Daily routines are the heartbeat of our lives. They shape how we spend our time, reflect our priorities, and give us a sense of structure. Talking about daily routines in English is a fantastic way to practice useful vocabulary and phrases, as well as share a piece of your life with others. In this essay, I'll take you through my own daily routine as a 25-year-old graphic designer living in a bustling city. Along the way, I'll highlight key English phrases that you can use to describe your own day. By the end, you'll feel confident using words like around, get up, takes me, often, on the way, for a while, simple, and clean up to talk about your routine. Let's dive in. Morning, starting the day with energy. My day begins around 6:30 in the morning. The word around is perfect for talking about approximate times, meaning it's not exactly 6:30. It could be 6:25 or 6:35 when my alarm rings. I wake up, which means I stop sleeping and open my eyes. But, like many people, I don't jump out of bed right away. I stay in bed for a few minutes, enjoying the warmth of my blanket and mentally preparing for the day. Then, I get up, which means I physically leave my bed and start moving. The first thing I do is head to the bathroom. I wash my face to feel refreshed and brush my teeth to keep my smile bright. After that, I prepare a quick breakfast. The word quick means something fast and easy, and my go-to breakfast is usually oatmeal with fresh fruit and a cup of coffee. I love the smell of coffee in the morning. It's like a warm hug in a mug. By around 7 o'clock, I'm dressed in comfortable work clothes, as my job allows a casual style. I pack my bag with my laptop, sketchbook, and a water bottle. It takes me about 10 minutes to get ready, and then I'm out the door by 7:30. My workplace is a 20-minute bus ride from my apartment. The phrase "takes me" is super useful for describing how long something requires. For example, you might say, "It takes me 15 minutes." To walk to school, I often listen to music or a podcast. On the way to work, which means during my journey, sometimes, I stop at a small cafe on the way to grab a muffin if I'm feeling extra hungry. By 8 o'clock, I'm at my desk, ready to start designing. Mid-morning, creativity in action. As a graphic designer, my mornings are filled with creative tasks. I often work on projects like designing logos, creating social media graphics, or sketching ideas for clients. The word often means something happens frequently, but not always. For example, I often drink tea, but sometimes I choose juice. My colleagues are friendly, and we often take a break around 10:30 to grab coffee from the office kitchen and chat about our projects. These breaks are short, usually lasting for a while, about 15 to 20 minutes. The phrase "for a while" is great for describing a short, unspecified period of time. During the morning, I focus on my most creative tasks because my mind feels sharpest then. I might spend 2 or 3 hours designing, which takes me into the early afternoon. I love my job because it allows me to express myself through colors, shapes, and ideas. My workspace is filled with inspiration posters on the walls, a small plant on my desk, and a window with a view of the city skyline. Afternoon, lunch, and productivity. Around 1 p.m., I head to the office cafeteria for lunch. I usually eat something simple, like a sandwich with chicken, lettuce, and tomato, paired with a glass of iced tea. The word "simple" means easy or not complicated, and I prefer simple meals during the workday to save time. Lunch is a great time to relax for a while and talk with my coworkers. We often share stories about our weekend plans or discuss new design trends. After lunch, I return to my desk to continue working. In the afternoon, I might have meetings with clients or collaborate with my team on group projects. These meetings often take place in a cozy conference room with large windows. If I don't have meetings, I use this time to refine my designs or catch up on emails. By around 4 p.m., I start wrapping up my tasks for the day. Wrapping up means finishing or organizing things before leaving. Evening, unwinding, and reflecting. I usually leave the office around 5:30 p.m. It takes me about 25 minutes to get home because the evening bus is a bit slower due to traffic.com on the way home. I sometimes stop at a grocery store to buy ingredients for dinner, for example. I might pick up pasta, vegetables, or some fruit for a snack. When I get home, I change into comfortable clothes like sweatpants and a t-shirt and rest for a while. This might mean lying on the couch, scrolling through my phone, or watching a short episode of a TV show. For dinner, I like to cook something simple, like stir-fried vegetables with rice or a bowl of soup. Cooking is relaxing for me, and I enjoy experimenting with new recipes. After eating around 7:30 p.m., I clean up the kitchen. The phrase clean up means making a place tidy, like washing dishes or wiping the counters. This small task helps me keep my apartment neat and organized. In the evening, I spend time on personal projects or hobbies. I often sketch new design ideas, read a book, or practice playing the guitar. These activities help me unwind and feel productive in a different way. Around 9 p.m., I start my nighttime routine. I take a shower, brush my teeth, and check my phone one last time, maybe to reply to a friend's message or scroll through social media. I try to go to bed around 10:30 p.m. because I want to get enough sleep before my early morning. Why daily routines matter. Describing my daily routine might seem simple, but it's a powerful way to practice English and connect with others. By using phrases like wake up, get up, takes me often, on the way. For a while, simple and clean up. I can share my life in a clear and natural way. These words are like building blocks. They're easy to learn, but can be used in countless situations. For example, you might say, I often visit my grandparents on the weekend, or it takes me 30 minutes to get ready in the morning. Daily routines also teach us about balance. My day includes work, rest, creativity, and time for myself. Even though my routine is busy, I enjoy the structure it provides. It's like a roadmap that guides me through the day while leaving room for surprises, like stopping for a coffee on the way to work or trying a new recipe for dinner. Tips for talking about your routine. If you're learning English, talking about your daily routine is a great way to practice. Here are some tips to get started. Use time expressions. Words like around, at, and by help you describe when things happen. For example, I wake up around 7 a.m. Include frequency words, use often, sometimes, or always to show how often you do something. For example, I sometimes read before bed. Describe duration. The phrase takes me is perfect for talking about how long something lasts. For example, it takes me 10 minutes to walk to the park. Add details. Share small moments, like what you eat or what you do on the way somewhere, to make your story interesting. Practice phrasal verbs. Words like get up and clean up are common in English, so try using them in sentences. To make it fun, try writing or saying a few sentences about your routine right now. For example, I wake up around 8 a.m. and prepare a quick breakfast. It takes me 15 minutes to get to work. I often listen to music on the way. See how easy it is. A day in your life. Now that you've heard about my routine, I'd love to know about yours. What time do you wake up? What's a quick breakfast you enjoy? How long does it take you to get to school or work? Do you often do something special on the way home, like stopping at a store? Maybe you rest for a while in the evening or cook something simple for dinner. Whatever your routine is, you can describe it using the same words and phrases I've shared. Talking about daily routines isn't just about practicing. English, it's about sharing who you are. Whether you're a student like Manna, a professional like me, or someone with a completely different lifestyle, your routine is unique. By learning these key phrases, you can tell your story with confidence and connect with people all over the world. Conclusion. My daily routine as a graphic designer is a mix of work, creativity, and small moments of joy, like sipping coffee or sketching in the evening. By using words like around, get up, takes me, often. On the way, for a while, simple. And clean up, I can describe my day in a way that's clear and engaging. These phrases are like keys that unlock natural, everyday English conversations. As you practice talking about your own routine, remember that it's not about having a two. My lime, my only lipstick, my only lipstick. Ruby kiss, ruby kiss. Ruby kiss, only ruby kiss. Only ruby kiss has the luxury to wreak hiss. My lice case, my lime, me nay. Me caluf seed. Me nays, me nay. Remives, we might see. I'll see my remide side. My malays, silo nay. Me malai. We might say silly silled. My wide, my silla may, God, perfect dates. About sharing your life in a way that feels authentic. So, grab a notebook, try out a few sentences, and see how these words bring your story to life. Whether you're waking up early, cooking a simple meal, or resting for a while, your routine is a story worth telling. Keep practicing, and soon you'll be describing your day with ease and confidence.